Alright y'all, welcome back to another command block video. My name is Will, and today I have another fun little trick for all you map makers out there. So this is a Zelda style torch puzzle with the new campfires added in 1.14. I've seen these used a good bit before, but with netherrack. Now we have something even better that looks even more like a torch. So let me show you how it works. Basically, we're in this little dungeon right here with 4 torches and seemingly no exit, except for this very suspicious looking wall right here. So, all we need to do is light all 4 torches. And... cool. Now in this next room you'll see that there are more torches and another secret door. So if we go ahead and try to light all of these, what will happen is if we don't light all 4 fast enough, and these torches will actually burn out. As you can see, they're all burning out after about 7 seconds, I think. So we need to go ahead and try to light all these as fast as we can. So let's start with this one back here. Ooh, gotta run. Ooh, gotta hurry. Come on. Alright, perfect. So that works. Great. And so we get to where there should be a chest right here. There does not seem to be anything. That's funny. Ah, but there's more torches. Wonder what we should do. If you've been paying attention, then you should know. Gotta light these, and you've guessed correctly. I added in a lightning strike to make it more dramatic, and it's just so silly. Anyway, yep, here we go. It's a hero's bow. Amazing. And now, I actually didn't think this all the way through. This is kind of just it. We have the bow, but there's no way out. I mean, we could go through here. But this is just a fake hallway that I made for the sake of the video. It doesn't actually go anywhere. So torches or not, we're still trapped. But you know the way that we cannot be trapped anymore is if we go into creative mode. And while I do that, I will show you how it all works. I've gone ahead and removed the floor so that we can all take a look at these command blocks and all their glory, you know, just doing their thing, being themselves. There's actually not really that much going on down here. It's actually pretty simple. It does get a little bit trickier over here, but more on that later. Right now, let me just show you the basis of how it all works. So let me get my handy little debug stick. I love this thing. I think it's the best. So yeah, this all corners on the fact that command blocks can detect whether or not a specific campfire is lit or not lit. So if I go ahead and click this, you'll see that the lit is set to true, and when it turns off, now the lit is false. So these command blocks, you can see they're emitting a redstone signal. This one, while it's false, is working right here. When it's on, this one turns on. So the way that works is simply by this. We just use the execute command, execute if the block at these coordinates, which is where our campfire is, and then if that block is a campfire with the lit setting equals true. This one is the same thing, and you'll see it's just execute if block at the same coordinates is a campfire with the lit equaling false. And that's pretty much how it works. It's not very difficult, but using this very simple command, we can make pretty much anything we want happen. If we turn this campfire on, see that a gold block has appeared here, and that is because this command block right here, has the same command up there. It's execute if the block is, or if the campfire is lit, and it is lit, so this is all the stuff up at the front is the same command that we just saw. Execute if the campfire is lit, and it is. So now it's going to run the command set block at these coordinates where the gold block is. So now it has set a gold block here, which is allowing this redstone line to travel through this block and to the next one. If we light all 3 of them, then more gold blocks will appear, and it will eventually complete the chain, allowing this block to activate. And this is just the coordinates of where the door is. It will set blocks of air so that the door disappears. And then this destroy tag right here just makes it so that it'll play the animation of the blocks being broken. Just for an added bit of fanciness. Speaking of added fanciness, this is just a little note block track that plays the Zelda theme. So that's the mechanism explained. Let's go ahead and just watch the animation one last time. So sick, never gets old. Now let's take a look at these torches that burn out if they are not all lit fast enough. So if we go ahead and light this one, you can see that there is a 1-tick redstone pulse running down these repeaters, and once it hits those command blocks, it will turn off. So the way that this works is, if you've been paying attention, you can guess that this, sorry, that was kind of hostile. I didn't mean it to be so aggressive. Anyway, this command block, my friends, will detect whether or not that campfire is lit or not. And if it is lit, then it will power both of these. This one sets a block of redstone right here, and this one, exactly 1 tick later, will place a block of air right here, essentially giving us a 1-tick redstone pulse to travel through these repeaters and hit this command block. And if it does hit this command block, then it will power the campfire off. And it just does that by setting a block at those coordinates of that same campfire with a campfire with the lit tag set to false. So this here is the same thing we saw in the first room. Whenever the torches are activated, the gold blocks will appear, allowing this redstone chain to activate these command blocks. Now it is a little bit different here, so let me just show you. So when that torch is on, you'll see the gold block has appeared, but when the torch powers off, the gold block also disappears. And this just makes it so you have to activate all 4 torches within the 7 seconds to activate these command blocks, or else it won't work. And this just works, as we saw at the beginning of the tutorial. This block will place the gold block, and then this block, when the campfire is not lit, it will place a block of air here. So we want to activate these command blocks by having all 4 torches on at the same time. This one, it simply is a fill command at these coordinates. This is actually the floor underneath the door, which is made out of concrete powder, so it all just drops down. And this one, it fills these coordinates with air, and that's actually these 4 blocks right here. So when all 4 torches are turned on, these 4 blocks will disappear. And if you recall, these are the blocks that will turn the torches back off after the 7 seconds. And this just makes it so that once the door is open and all 4 torches are lit, none of the torches burn out again. They're all just on permanently. So let's go ahead and see this in action one last time. So we got about 7 seconds to do this. Let's go. 1, 2, come on. Damn debug stick. Maybe not the best. There we go. So finally we have this room where if you light both these torches, you will get the treasure chest. I don't know, man. That like gets me every time. Just like the crash of lightning is just so unnecessary and so over the top. I don't know, man. Anyway, so you probably guessed, same thing as before. These 2 command blocks test whether or not the campfires are lit or not. If they are, it'll turn on, and instead of the gold blocks this time, I actually just did like an old school AND gate, because I kind of miss them. It's like nostalgic. We should bring these back. So the first thing that'll happen when they're activated is this command block will play, and that is where all these particles come in. It's just the particle command. These are end rods. And then it will activate this row of repeaters, which after a very short delay, it will place a block of air at these coordinates and just delete this redstone so that the particles stop. Otherwise, they would just play forever, and that's not what we want. Maybe it's what you want, but not for me. But different strokes for different folks, you know. So this one right here, it will simply clone the block at these coordinates. Let me just clone the block at these coordinates, and then it will set that block at this coordinate. So as you can probably guess, it is just this chest right here with the bow inside, and it will be cloned right up here. And the item is still inside. And then of course this right here is the particle of the lightning flash. And then this right here is my favorite one out of all of them. It's just play sound, and it's the lightning bolt. And honestly, I think that alone makes the whole thing worth it. I said worthless, but I meant to say worth it. Sorry. I wanted to say one thing, you know, and then I said the opposite of what I wanted to say. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes it gets me into trouble. But here's the opposite of something that you should do, is don't subscribe to me. Right? That was a good segue for an outro. Anyway, I'll just stick to what I usually say. Thank you for watching and being beautiful. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if you decide to use this in one of your adventure maps, because I would love to play it. or just tell me that everything I'm doing is wrong and that you could do it a lot more compact, because I would actually like to figure out a better way to do this, because typing in all these commands gets kind of exhausting sometimes. But anyway, yeah, I'm officially making a comeback. I know that's what I said last time and also the time before that, but I think, third time's the charm. I think I'm going to be back for good this time. So make sure you stick around. You gotta subscribe or else you'll never find out. Anyway, that's it for me. That's it.